Hello, this is Marc, and we are still standing in place. It is August 25th, 2020, episode, I think we're 21. Still standing in place. This week we're staying away from the topical things, except for things that are big topics to me. And right now what's concerning me is that I can't seem to boil an egg properly. If any of you of the crew that are actually watching these, hook a brother up, man. Let me know what I'm doing wrong trying to make a hard-boiled egg. What I'd actually like is like a medium-boiled egg that peels effectively. And that's the freaking problem. So, I think it's a myth that you can have a consistently boiled egg that actually peels well. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's true, because I've done things like maybe I boiled the water first, I put the eggs in, I got specific eggs, put salt, put vinegar in the water for whatever reason, boiled it for 11 minutes, took them out, cooled them with ice, ran cold water on them, and they peeled perfectly. Alright, I got it. I know how to do the perfectly boiled egg that I can deshell. I don't know if that's a term, but I think it is. I can deshell effectively. So I repeat that exact process with the exact same eggs. And them fucking things stick together like crazy. The meat of the egg is sticking to the meat of the egg. Meat of... Is that... What do you call... So you got the yolk and the white. But that's a weird description anyway, right? The yolk is a made-up word, and the white is a color. So you're not actually describing the substance. What is the white portion of the egg, of the chicken embryo in a packaging that doesn't... The white and the yolk. I'm gonna call it the fuck... It's the meat. It's the meat. It's sticking to the shell. It doesn't matter. I don't care why there's so many different variables when you boil an egg that are supposed to make it consistently perfect. I've heard that you put you warm the eggs up, and then you put the eggs in cold water and you heat the water up, and then you boil them for like 9 minutes or something. I've also heard get a full boil, put salt, put vinegar, put a little garlic powder in the water, have the eggs come out of the fridge cold, put them straight in. 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 15 minutes, and they're going to come out perfectly. It's not consistent, and I don't believe that anybody truly has the answer. I think that what restaurants do, or those like continental breakfast places that'll have like decent hard-boiled eggs, I think they're just hard-boiling a shit ton of them, and then they quarantine them. It's a popular word these days. They quarantine them into separate like sections. Like these ones came out of the pot, those ones come out of the pot. They peel one from each group, whichever one peels the best. They take those eggs, and that's the ones they put out in a breakfast buffet. All the rest go in the trash. I think that's what's happening, because I don't think they can consistently boil an egg that the shell comes off good. Man, I've had like the perfect egg where it's like the center, the yolk is moist. It's not dried out at all, but it's not like runny. Like it's still congealed and stays together. And then the shell peels like just off, like you make like two cracks. Like crack, you hit against something, and then you turn it, hit again, and you could peel it off in like 2 motions. The perfect egg. That's the egg I want. If you could tell me how to make that egg, leave it in the comments, whatever way that you watch this. If you're watching it on YouTube, or I think I'm shoving it on Facebook, I'm definitely putting it on Instagram Live, or not Instagram Live, Instagram IGTV, Instagram TV. Message me up. Tell me how to make a proper hard-boiled egg. Because I've given up, and I'm just microwaving eggs now. I'm microwaving scrambled eggs. What is it? 30 seconds per egg. Mix it up in a glass bowl. A little bit of cheese, salt, pepper in the microwave. Fantastic. And far more consistent than these damn hard-boiled eggs. Can you eat the shell? You could eat the shell if you wanted to. I think you could. I don't know. That's what's important to me right now is how to make a proper hard-boiled egg. Oh, man. You know, I remember, like as a kid, I used to get soft-boiled eggs, and they were awesome. But I question my recollection of that now, because I had a thing come up where I thought I had a memory that I was confident in this freaking memory. Like a huge part of my childhood was around what I thought this memory was. Turns out, wrong. Memory was wrong. I'll try and say it in a sentence. I believed that I used to read books about a character called Camera, and this kid like took pictures in their brain, and the stories were these choose your own like path stories where, you know, something would happen where I thought Camera was having like put M&Ms, has M&Ms in his hand, and doesn't know if he should run out of the store with them. Go to page 22 to run out of the store. Go to page 33. I don't know why it's 22 and 33. 22 and 35. That's better. To steal, to put them back on the shelf and not steal the M&Ms. That's what I thought. And in preparation for this video, I said, well, let me look up Camera. And the internet knew what I was thinking. And it's not Camera. No. It's not a little boy taking pictures in his brain. It's Camjensen. Camjensen is taking pictures in her brain. She's a small little red-haired girl that takes pictures. Part that I had right was that she would take pictures, she would say click. And I do remember that while I was idolizing this little red-haired girl, in order to someday hopefully grow to be that, which you can see I've done a great job of. I am just like a small, fair-skinned, red-haired girl with a photographic memory. Now, I'm a larger bearded man that doesn't have a photographic. That's not completely true. I do remember I'm more an image guy than a word guy. So maybe I have a little bit of it. But I upgraded my camera. I had my Camjensen camera where you just said click when you looked at something, and I upgraded mine. I also blinked. So I would go click. I think I was touching my temple too. Click, click. That's what I would do. Like for a long time. For like years. I took years worth of photographs in my non-photographic memory by running around going click, 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 click. That's what I did. That's what I did, like a lot. Like I love to take pictures. I can see how many pictures I take with my phone now, how many pictures I took when I first got a digital camera, how many pictures I have that I took at that time. So mind you, this is a time before cell phone cameras. This is a time before digital cameras. This is a time where the camera that I had was this weird little, looked like a eraser for a school chalkboard. And it had this thing that went zip, zip, zip on the side. And then when you took a picture, it went ka-chunk. And then you had to zip, 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 ka-chunk. You couldn't see your pictures. You didn't know how they came out. You had to go through the whole film. Then you pulled this little plastic cartridge out. You went to a store. You put it in an envelope where you wrote a whole bunch of crap on it. You ripped this little tab off, put the envelope in the box. Came back like 4 days later, unless you went to 1 hour photo. But that place is far too expensive. Come back a couple days later, somebody else looked at all your pictures and made them into something tangible that you could hold in your hand. 4x6 low quality glossy pictures that were a hell of a time to like enlarge and crap like that. And you hand them this little slip of paper and they hand you back your pictures and you can look at them. You know what? I still have those pictures. Like a lot of them. And it's kind of cool to look at. They're terrible, but it's cool. It's history, right? all those pictures I took with my mind, with my inaccurately recalled character from a book. I don't have any of those pictures. None of my click, 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 click pictures. They're all gone. My hard drive failed. That sucks. I got misled. I read this book and thought that was a thing. It's not a thing. Not for me. I don't have photographic memory. I can't even remember the book correctly because the Choose Your Own Ending shit was also incorrect. There are also books called Choose Your Own Adventure. You know who wasn't in those books? Camjensen or Camera. Because Camera doesn't even exist. Camjensen never found her way into the Choose Your Own Adventure books. But in my brain, she was there the whole time, clicking away, and what's wrong? I can't trust my memory. Not from that long ago. It's been a while since I was a kid reading Choose Your Own Adventure books. And what I do remember, though, I do remember food that I've eaten recently, and I was just camping. And if you're looking at the Instagram, you see some pictures of what we're eating. We eat good camping, man. We eat real good camping. And I've talked to people, like, what's your best meal? What's your favorite meal? I got friends that had these, like, I went to a restaurant and I paid like a whole stack of money and it was about the experience. And the chef comes out and tells you some bullshit and then serves you some delicious food. I believe you. I believe you that food is delicious, but I don't like that experience. That makes me very uncomfortable. I don't like being served necessarily. I would rather go to the kitchen and go get it myself. Like, it's strange. I don't like it. I don't like the foo-foo-ness. I don't feel like what feels like this weird, well, I'm paying for this, so you're going to serve me now. Shit. I've had some of the most amazing meals I've ever had made at home that either I made or my wife made or a friend made. It's just fantastic. I remember that. It's good. I don't know if there's anything funny about that, but I just want to let you know I ate well without having to pay somebody else to cook it, and you can too. Now, I think that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to call this one short. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're getting outside. I hope you're socializing the best you can, staying sane. Next couple months are going to be batshit crazy. So keep your head up, smile, try and have some fun, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching. Take care.